Ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, Transformers fans everywhere, welcome back. LPS, Last Prime Speculator, here to bring you another episode of the Redemption series as always. Today's focus on our Redemption series will be the red paint of Optimus Prime and Megatron in Transformers The Last Night. If you're not familiar with the Redemption series focuses on plots, events, characters, and artifacts that were never addressed in the Transformers live-action universe. I've created this web series that seek answers and seek redemption. If you're new to this channel, make sure to consider subscribing, turn on all notifications. Don't forget to like and share this video. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Prime Speculator. With all that away, guys, let's learn about the hate plague. This blood-red malady was one of the few capable of affecting those disgusting rust bucket Transformers. Any filthy organism infected turns bright red like a freshly spilled gore and displays incredibly high level of rage towards everything and everyone. Long ago, the hate plague ravaged itself to the universe, but was contained by a wise man under sheer wisdom. However, nobody was wise enough to completely destroy the plague's spores, so they were simply sealed inside a star. Eventually, the star went supernova and exploded, while being studied by human scientists Jessica Morgan and Gregory Swafford, covering their spaceship in hate plague spores, taking them back to Earth. Gregory studied the spores with his colleague Mark Morgan and learned of their properties. Jessica was later injured by a scuffle between the Autobots and Decepticons, promoting the two men to trap various Autobots and infect them with the spores. However, the hate plague spread like a wildfire, infecting Transformers, humans, and aliens alike across the galaxy. The newly resurrected Optimus Prime was tasked in curing the disease. Not knowing what to do, Prime dove into the accumulated knowledge of the Matrix leadership to question the spirits of the leaders before him about the matter. Eventually, the mysterious It informed him of the hate plague's past and its weakness to pure wisdom. Going back to the real world, Prime opened the Matrix leadership and unleashed an accumulative wisdom upon the universe, irradiating the hate plague. Megatron. Transformers The Last Night. At some point under the circumstances, Galvatron fell under the sway of the same alien sources and supposed Cybertronian goddess known as Quintessa. Megatron took on an altered jet mode and returned to Earth using his true name. Quintessa charged him with recovering the staff stolen from her Guardian Knights, which she sought to drain the life force of Earth in order to restore the ruined Cybertron. Learning from his new ally that Earth was in fact Cybertronian's ancient enemy, Unicron, Megatron surveyed each of the 6 mountains' horns that had begun to emerge from the surface in participation for Cybertron's arrival. But first, the breadcrumbs on the staff trail had not been found until Barricade witnessed a dying knight, giving Kate Yeager a talisman connected to the staff. Megatron was angry at Barricade's failure to obtain it, but Barricade salvaged the situation, which it had planned to use the Transformers reaction force to do the work for him. Optimus Prime, The Last Night. Optimus Prime's decision proved to be a foolish one, as he exalted his energon into the vicinities of Jupiter and fell into a stasis lock, drifting through space. When Cybertron entered the Sol system, its gravitational pull affected Optimus and caused him to crash land on his home world, its atmosphere reviving him. Optimus awoke and despaired at the state of Cybertron. It was at this point that Quintessa made herself known to Optimus, claiming to be his creator. Optimus cared very little and demanded to know what she had done to his homeworld Cybertron, trying to attack her, and she refused to answer him. Only to be overwhelmed by her powers, Quintessa accused Optimus of destroying Cybertron, but Optimus protested Megatron had started the Great War. Quintessa, however, claimed Optimus was responsible for Cybertron's state as he had been the one to launch the Allspark into space. With the Prime in change, Quintessa explained her plan and why she needed him. She revealed to him that Earth had formed around the body of Unicron. With the new staff, Quintessa would drain the life force of Unicron and use his energy to revive Cybertron, infecting and brainwashing Optimus Prime into Nemesis Prime. She sent him back to Earth to complete the task. Nemesis Prime arrived back on Earth in the night ship and slew 2 of their numbers before demanding that Vivian Wimbley hand over the staff. His former ally, Kate Yeager, tried to reason with Optimus, but Nemesis Prime reasserted his identity and claimed to fight only for Cybertron and its people. Once Vivian had handed over the staff, Santos opened fire on Nemesis, who swatted the TRF aside with a shotgun and exited the ship. On the surface, Nemesis was assaulted by Bumblebee, who the Prime easily destroyed in combat before the sound of Bumblebee's true voice allowed Optimus Prime to return and remove the infection control of Quintessa. So I hope you guys enjoyed that brief history of the Hate Plague with Megatron and Optimus Prime in Transformers The Last Knight. Now, what we want to focus on in this is particularly the red paint of each of these two iconic characters. A couple of ideas jump on my mind. What could this actually be on Megatron's face and Optimus Prime's face? Now, if you recall, in the very beginning of Transformers The Last Knight, we had a production teaser trailer. It seemed like they were focusing heavily on the red paint and the purple eyes. I got the impression originally that Megatron and Optimus Prime, their origins was going to be explained in this movie. Now, with all of the red paint being the main factor in everything, what could this red paint be actually? Well, a couple of ideas jump in my mind. First, I believe that this possibly could have been a scar or a marking of the Knights of Cybertron. Now, if you recall, when we first saw Merlin and we got to witness the Knights, and we got to witness, they had a similar style and built to the Dinobots and Megatron. And it's hard to say, but them themselves also did have to see some sort of red paint on them, or a red coloring of some sort. This could be some ancient symbolization or some markings of the actual Knights of Cybertron, and that's why Optimus Prime and Megatron both have it. They're both connected. Megatron obviously has the Beast mode, which represents a lot, very much similar to Dragonstorm in the Knights of Icon of the Knights of Cybertron. And Optimus Prime, we also know in Age of Extinction, when he took the sword, he reclaimed himself as one of the original Knights. Another thing this possibly could be, this could be some ancient blood brother tribe symbol, again with the Knights. Very similar to what tribes did back in the day when they went into battle. This could be some blood oath between Megatron and Optimus Prime. They're blood brothers. They are connected. Optimus Prime did state in the first Transformers movie, "You left me no choice, brother." That literally this red paint could be their tie-in and their symbol of how they are connected. Something else that this could be some idea of them selling their souls for the greater good of Cybertron. Megatron could have went back in time. When he met the goddess, he submitted himself. He got a new body, he got his old form back, and in a way got a beast-like form. Quintessa was able to provide Megatron with this new armor body and return to his old form, and lose away that infection of Galvatron, which the KSI created on him. Optimus Prime could have way have sold his soul in a way in this and submitted to restore his home, Cybertron. At the end of the day, this red infection, the whole goal was to restore their home, Cybertron. And that's where the blood brother connection could be connected to this red paint. As the red paint infection could be a result and a marking of them selling their soul to the goddess Quintessa. Another thing this could possibly be is that this could be the marking of the Beast, of Beast era. I speculated before Transformers The Last Knight came out that I believe that they were going to introduce the new term and the new era of Beast mode. Obviously, again, with the production teaser trailer, when we first got to see Megatron, we heard that Beast-like growl come out of him. The mark of the Beast for Optimus Prime could be when he took form and grabbed that ancient sword from Lockdown Ship in the Knights Temnos. He could be the one of the leaders of, obviously, the Dinobots and the Knights of Icon, aka Dragonstorm, when they all take their final form. And Megatron himself could be the markings of the Beast, of the Dark Beast, such as the leader of Infernicus, for example. That this could actually be some ancient tone to a Beast era type event. Now, if you recall, where the marking is on Optimus Prime's face, that is the exact spot where Megatron kicked him, where he was hit in Revenge of the Fallen, where I believe Megatron kicked him in the side of the face in the forest fight. That was the actual side where maybe Optimus Prime received that mark and it is now just showing. For Megatron's example, his side of his marking could be in the Dark of the Moon part, where at the very end where Optimus finished fighting Sentinel Prime, that is actually where his battle axe actually ripped Megatron's face on that side. And that could be a little Easter egg or a callback to those movies. Actually a battle scar or a marking of these two warriors. But what I really personally think this is, I think this is the hate plague idea of infection of the Transformers live action universe. This is the hate plague and control of Quintessa. This is where Quintessa puts these mark on these two warriors and has Megatron and Optimus Prime do their bidding for her. They are under the control of the goddess, of some ancient sorceress power that controls it, and that is a way of token of marking of these two warriors. And I also believe Quintessa herself also talked about her Knights of Icon. That's why I think they have a little bit of redness in themselves as well, that this is a marking of her property and her creations. This is a marking of hate, a plague, an infection. This was an infection, obviously, when we saw Optimus Prime lose the red paint when he heard Bumblebee's voice. This is a goddess ancient hate plague infection. And instead of using it the old hate plague, this is some sort of control, of mind control, a bidding. Quintessa herself was a sorceress, and this sorceress power put this infection on Megatron and Optimus Prime to do her bidding to restore Cybertron and drain Earth's core, which we know is Unicron. The hate infection itself in this universe is a hatred, which with the creation of Nemesis Prime and the new rebirth of Megatron. That this infection itself can actually take the will and the goodness out of each Cybertronian and provide control and darkness for each of these two ancient warriors. The Knights of Icon were able to break away and escape with the staff. Optimus Prime and Megatron might have not been strong enough or learned the wisdom and did not, at this time, did not have light in their spark. Obviously, we know in Age of Extinction, Prime left on a mission to meet his creators and was very vengeful and angry, almost as he was very vulnerable, which is perfect for the hate infection to take over and corrupt his spark. And Megatron, as we know, is always filled with corruption and evil. But at the end of the day, both of these blood brothers had the same goal, and that was to restore their home, Cybertron. If you're new to this channel, make sure to consider subscribing, turn on all notifications. Don't forget to like and share this video. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Prime Speculator. That way you can stay up to date with all my Transformers, speculation, spoilers, news, and all that good stuff. To my subscribers, I love you so much. This is LPS here to bring you another episode of the Redemption series. Peace.